Hello, all you people. It's been a while. My hair's a mess. I didn't bother to brush it. A lot of life changes have happened. If you check out my other YouTube channel, just mine, you can see what happened. Had a baby. So it's been a while. And a lot has happened, and I have a lot to say. But I'm going to focus right now on one of the newer episodes that have come out, The Chained Titans. So many thoughts and feelings. First off, my main thought and feeling, why is everybody stupid? I know. That's like the common saying for this whole freaking show. Why is everybody not realize that Marinette is Ladybug and Adrian is Cat Noir? I can argue for Adrian and Cat Noir a little more just because their personalities are so different and their hair is different and eyes are kind of different and all that kind of stuff. Marinette is Marinette, and like the only exception was Adrian saw her as clumsy and klutzy, whereas Ladybug was very well to do and put together and boop, 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 boop. But otherwise they're the same person. They even have the same haircut. Come on. Anyways, that's a whole other story. Y'all know that one. The issue I had in this episode was sorry, I have a cough. Alia knows, obviously, Marinette is Ladybug. So it comes as no surprise to her how Marinette, for the first time having, supposedly having a miraculous, can just do it multiple times without any training whatsoever. Okay. My only, well, they probably didn't think about it. True. It's now natural for them or whatever. But she doesn't know about Adrian, first off. There's nobody in this group at this moment in time that should have been like, oh, yeah, it makes sense that that both of them, rather, were able to freaking just, oh, do it again. Oh, there's no timer. Haha. Guys. Like, it'd be one thing if Adrian and Marinette, had training and so, whatever. And I guess that could have been the argument had it got brought up. Like, oh yeah, just in case, I learned this just in case a long time ago. Haha. But that's not, I mean, come on. That's probably the biggest plot hole for me was just well, we didn't think about it. That's all. Why not? Hot chocolate. Season 6 has been hitting us over the head, trying to make us cry. I swear. I can't even pronounce this correctly, but it's like Riganarazioni. I don't know. Kill off Grandpa. There's so much death. Like, Gabriel died, and they're like, the gloves are off. Let's kill everybody. It was a good episode. It was a very sweet episode. It was really hard. Oh, sorry. It was really hard for me to watch because even though she's, I'm pretty sure they're separated, she still went through the whole widow thing and her emotions. And I am very close to that. I'm not a widow in any way, but my mother is, and I recently watched her go through all that. So I was crying. And then, I mean, for anybody out there that's had parents divorce in the past and it was really traumatic for them, or even if it wasn't, I mean, it's still a hard thing to watch a second time around, I'm sure. Maybe it's not for you, I don't know, but I would think it, I mean, I get they're trying to be representative of everybody here, but ugh, stop it. You're killing me. I'm next. No. I have to say I've gotten used to the animation. It's not my favorite, you know. I mean, okay, yes, the animation is great, it's smooth, whatever. You know what I mean? The look of it. I don't it's not still not my favorite. I would prefer the original because I started with that probably, and that's what I'm used to, and I don't like change, so. But I've gotten used to it. I have not gone back to watch any other things aside from, I will say I did watch the Tokyo episode, special episode, which was really cute, by the way. I really love that as an anime fan. That worked for me. And I loved the transition that they made to go from 3D to 2D anime. That was great. It was a well done transitions. Y'all tell me what you think now that we're really getting towards the end here. Because I know I haven't posted a lot lately, but that's mostly because I really don't know what to say at this point. I feel like I've said everything I could, you know? Um, I like the storyline for the most part. Lila is very interesting and full of mystery, and there's tons of like honestly deep dive lore I could do into her, and I don't because now I'm very preoccupied with other things. But it's very interesting to watch what she's gonna do and why she's doing it. That's the biggest thing. Why is she doing this? We know that she's trying to figure out, and definitively, I should say, she's pretty much figured it out, but she's trying to definitively prove that Marinette is Ladybug. And she almost did multiple times now, but one time specifically with Heart Fixer. That was insane. Can I just say, oh my God. Like Marinette's almost gotten, akumatized a couple times, but she always fights it. She did not fight that one. She was like, nope, I'm done. I don't care. Love my life, hates me. I'm done. Sign me out. Girl, you're still a superhero. Think. No, I understand. But yeah, that was really close. But yeah, honestly, I really needed to make a video just because it's been so long, first off. But then also because I want to be positive about the show again. Outwardly. I feel like a lot of my videos leading up to season 6 and even at the beginning of season 6 was very negative because it just looked weird, and I wasn't sure where they were going with any of this. And I definitely want to be more positive because I like it. It's still really good to me. There's some stuff that, I'm not really a huge fan of, but overall, I think it's still really good. I think that the choices of the character redesigns were made. I don't like them. And then that's not even just because of like, oh, I don't like change. That's because they don't look good. I'm sorry. A lot of them don't look good. Some of them might, but Natalie doesn't even look like Natalie. I'm sorry. She doesn't. So, I mean, I've gotten used to it all. And, it really is doing a good job with Adrian and figuring things out and all that kind of stuff. And speaking of Adrian and figuring things out, oh my gosh, I am desperate for the next episode because I'm desperate to find out what exactly is going to happen. I think it was Nazi, where Marinette's like, all right, I'm going to tell him. And then we see the lead up to it, and we don't actually see it. I need the next episode desperately. Am curious about what his reaction is going to be. He knows something is off, even with Marinette pushing to make sure he doesn't, and that he. And what is Marinette going to do? How does she know, aside from the letter? And why was she keeping it from him? As Marinette, if you didn't know she was Ladybug, why? Um, I wonder what kind of thing she's gonna say. Like, she's gonna say, I just found this letter and I didn't know what to do with it. I feel like a normal, probably girlfriend, like if it were Kagami, let's say, and she had nothing to do with all the Senti stuff and whatever, if she's just a normal girlfriend, okay? Not Ladybug. Marinette was just normal girlfriend. You would see the letter and you would go, oh my gosh, this is a revelation. And you would bring it to Adrian and be like, hey, oh my gosh, Ladybug's been lying. This is insane, blah, 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 whatever. And instead, you know, because she is Ladybug, she's kept it hidden. I mean, if y'all had a secret that big from your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, would you keep that a secret? Honestly? Especially with him being so confused. That's the part that kills me. He's so confused. He's like, how can this really not great dad turn out to be a really great? It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. And the poor kid is desperate for answers. Marinette has them, so it makes sense that she's dying inside to tell him. But now that she's going to bring it out, why was she hiding it in the first place? And I don't mean that as a like genuine question. We know as the audience why she was hiding it. Adrian won't understand why she hid it. And that's what I'm worried about. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like her telling is a threat to either their relationship or his relationship with Ladybug. One of those two things is going to break. And it's going to be very confusing for Ladybug. And Cat Noir suddenly is very probably abrasive towards her about the situation all of a sudden. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. I think that Adrian should be angry with Ladybug. I do, because that was a huge thing that was kept from him after question after question after question. He even did an interview with her about it, and she lied straight to his face. There's no reason for him to be happy with Ladybug right now. Adrian is a sweet little cinnamon roll, but even cinnamon rolls can get burned. So I have concerns, and I will definitely make an episode at the end of the season. Um, but I just wanted to get something out now that really showed that I am still invested. I do still love the show. I have not given up on it. I get excited just with every episode that comes out. I love it. I love it. I love it. And yeah, I don't like some things in it, but overall, it's great. And I have no real complaint. So just wanted to get that out. Also, just watched the one episode yesterday, so I was hyped up on that just a little bit. Y'all have any, thoughts? Anything that I asked about? Let me know down below, because I seriously would love to talk to somebody about this, and y'all are what I have. So please, please talk to me. I appreciate it. I will answer comments if I can. So yeah, please talk to me. I'm lonely. Not really, but I do. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you have to say, and want to hear what your opinion is now that we're more than halfway through the show and almost there. And honestly, it still feels like we don't actually have an episode 1, but maybe that's me being insane. I mean, you tell me what you think. Does it feel like we ever got a episode 1 for real? Because I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one if we survive this. Found it.